Guys, welcome back. Konnichiwa. Herzlich willkommen. So my friends, I want to give you here a video update on Finger Motion, ticker FNGR. As you know, I want to talk here about short squeeze stocks on my channel, and I not only want to talk about them, I try to predict them. If you don't know this ticker here, we have here also a massive squeeze potential for FNGR, and in my opinion, this ticker is now trading here at the make it or break it price level, so we could see here a squeeze incoming. The market is showing here many squeezes in the past days. I release here every Sunday my so-called hot stock, so when you see this video here, then my brand new hot stock video is out right now. If you don't know what that is, guys, I release here every Sunday my finest selection of short squeeze tickers and try to predict short squeezes here. We had two big squeezes here in the past weeks. Or in the past week, here one of this ticker here, which I presented in my hot stock video, squeezed 192% after my prediction, and the next one on the same day, one of my swing trade alerts on Patreon, also 185% after my release. So before we talk here about FNGR, guys, if you also want to see my hidden short squeeze stocks, I of course released the video right now, and that video shows the prediction for the next week, so you know which tickers I expect to squeeze in the next week. And if you want to see them, you can of course join in here our memberships, guys. The most popular membership which I have is the full package membership on Patreon. You can see all the member benefits here, and if you want to join in, guys, it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or advanced trader, you can click here on the info icon in the corner and you get access to the Patreon member link. We're growing here every day, guys, and everybody is welcome to join here our trading community. Yeah, guys, so when we talk about FNGR, before I start to show you here the drawings, I covered already here a couple of videos on this ticker, but as you can see, there was not that much price action in the past. Of course, the last big spike which we had here was also for a couple of weeks ago here, when all the tickers squeezed here. Also FNGR is squeezing, but just to give you a feeling what this ticker is capable of, when we see this big squeeze here in 2022, we had here a squeeze of 1400%, came back down, and then a post squeeze here in total, when we see the lowest point and the highest point, again a squeeze of 700%. So we have here still squeeze potential in this ticker, and where to buy and what we have to do, this is of course not financial advice, but I show you now here my price targets here based on my chart. So here we go, guys. So we have here a very interesting pattern right now. The upside potential, in my opinion, is very high for this ticker because we have not that much dilution, so nothing really changed here in the past 3 or 4 years. So when this ticker here squeezed in total in 2021 was the biggest squeeze here. We had here almost 10,000%, 9,200%, an incredible short squeeze. And something like that is of course still possible, but for now I try to talk here about a more realistic price target, and we have here one open business in the chart, guys, just one open gap at $6.17, and based on the actual price, which is $2.19, that would bring us here a squeeze of 180%. Easy money here, easy trade. So when we go now here in the daily chart, then we also can see that here is something like a support line. I will show you that in the forest chart. Then we have here perfect touch points, and we can see that we try to come back over the support trend line here for FNGR. So somewhere here in the $2 or $1.60 range to $2 range is a strong support. And when I go one more time back to the weekly chart, I want to show you that really quick, guys, and we switch off everything. So when we just see what the weekly chart is doing, the big pumps started somewhere here in the $2.50 range. Here, big line to the upside. We came back, retraced, and here you can see $2.52 is the make it or break it price level here. When we fail, boom, huge sell-off is possible. But as soon as we come with volume over this price level, squeeze. We came back here. You see also they try to make the ticker squeeze again. We came back. This candle broke $2.52. Squeeze, came back, squeeze. So you get the point, guys. Yeah. So we're trading here very in the very interesting trading range here. $2.50 here, somewhere in the $2.50 range is the make it or break it price level, which I show you now here in my chart. So this is a very interesting constellation here because the yellow trend line here is supporting the price from the upside here, from the downside to the upside, and we have building here a wedge pattern. Switch off the indicator. So we have here something like a wedge pattern building up. And when we see how the stock reacted, is especially below To be very precise, guys, here the pink line is the make it or break it price level, which I just talked about, and it's $2.40, not 52. $2.40 is the make it or break it price level. So that means that the market makers will try to bring the price below $2.42 to not let the stock squeeze, but when the bulls coming in and push the price with volume over $2.42, then a short squeeze or squeeze is possible here for FNGR. Very interesting setup right now. I would work here with a very tight stop loss. As I said, the support, I would say the support is usually not lower than $1.80, so that would be my stop loss here, below $1.80. Even we had a fake out here and then a squeeze. This is part of the game, guys. Yeah, they shake you out of your positions. They know where the stop losses are waiting, but as I said, in my opinion, everything below $2.40 is just a dip, because technically this is the last open gap here in the chart. You can see also here in the daily chart, just one open gap. Every gap got closed. So if you don't know, what does that mean, guys? Yeah, this ticker had every time open gaps in the chart. You can see that here, open gap at $5 was trading at 17 cents, guys, 17 cents, and even the ticker squeezed back and closed the gap at $5. Then here the same, guys, we had a gap at $5.75. The ticker came all the way back down to 59 cents and closed all open gaps. That's why I say the potential to close this gap based on the technicals here, if they don't dilute the stock, is very, very high. Yeah, very, very high. Not financial advice, guys. I just show you here what the chart is telling us. And what is now interesting, this is a rule in trading that I applied for myself. I don't need to be correct on that. I think it's an unwritten rule. But my experience in trading is, we have here this price level, make it or break it, is $2.40. 1, 2, 3, 4 attempts. 4 attempts to break that price level. And this is just my experience. The 5th attempt is the successful one, guys. So that's why I think, based on what the market is showing us, based on what the indicators are showing us here with the open gaps, based on the make it or break it price level attempts, in my opinion, FNGR is about, or could squeeze if they don't dilute the stock, and if the market does not completely turn bearish. That can of course happen, right? That now everything is starting to sell off and we have a bearish market, but we have no signs of that yet. I would be very careful when you see what the indexes are doing. Everything is of course completely overbought, but we don't know what happened if we see a pullback incoming soon, or if the market makers just allow the market to squeeze even higher. That is possible. If they do so, then I have no doubt that FNGR will squeeze at least to $6.20. And when we now zoom out, then the next price goal here, if the gap close here will not force or initiate a sell-off, then we have $9.15, and everything over $9.15, guys, goes here into the moon. So that could be here even $70 or higher for FNGR. As I said, based on the shares and everything what we have right now on the technicals, this is still possible, not financial advice. Yeah, guys, if you want to copy here my price levels, I will zoom in a little bit more for you here that you can see that. So switch off the indicators. So guys, these are the price levels here for FNGR. Keep in mind, $2.40, make it or break it price level. Everything here, in my opinion, below $1.80 is just a dip. So everything here $1.80 and lower is a very good price. This is where I will buy. This is my decision. Make your own decisions, please, and your own due diligence. $6.20 at one of the price goals here. $4.36 is one resistance levels waiting here. But in my opinion, this is just clear that we will close this gap if we can see here a squeeze coming with volume. It is possible that we get rejected here, but when we see what happened in the past, then usually this resistance is not that strong. We had here 1, 2 attempts before we squeezed, but this is more significant here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attempts. The 5th attempt could be finally the squeeze. Maybe we squeeze here until $3.20, come back lower, and then just start to squeeze here, and then start to squeeze here. You know, that don't need to be a line, straight line to the upside here in one day, but I think this is the potential which we have here for FNGR, guys. If you want to copy the price levels here, everything what you see is based on TradingView. This is the chart program here, what I use for all my videos and for all my trades. And if you want to learn trading, if you want to understand how the algos work, where the algos start to sell and buy, then it's very essential to have a good chart program, and that's why I recommend TradingView, guys, to everybody. I have here a discount link. When you click the info icon here in the corner, you get access to my $15 discount link on the premium tier this is the tier which I recommend. And as I said, when you click here, the icon, you get access to the discount link, and that is what I recommend to everybody. So, my friends, that was the update here on FNGR. Don't forget to check out the brand new hot stock video where I make the squeeze predictions for the next week. If you like this content here, if you don't want to miss any updates, please hit the like and subscribe button right now. I really appreciate that. I wish you a nice Sunday. Thank you for your time and see you in the next video. Arigatou gozaimasu. Vielen Dank. Bis zum nächsten Video. Alles Gute. Take care. Bye bye, guys.